G'day, my name's Bill, these are the bots, welcome to the video. Now today we're taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Evolution Deluxe Class Devcon 2025 reissue, I might add. So I know what you're thinking, Devcon who? Well, maybe you're thinking of that guy from Dark of the Moon, and no, not quite. This fella here is a G1 cartoon only character appearing in only one episode, The Gambler, in which he was a bounty hunter who was in the process of hunting down Dirge, Astrodream and Ramjet when he came across the Autobot Smokescreen and teamed up to save the day in a one-off appearance, and was never seen again, apart from a BotCon toy and a subsequent tie-in comic appearance. So starting off, this toy is a retool of the relatively decent SS86 Blur figure from a few years back, and boy, talk about an upgrade, where Blur was not the greatest in terms of proportions. That has all been fixed here, as the paint and plastics on this guy are phenomenal. He feels really solid and dense for a deluxe, and talk about heroic proportions. This guy just looks phenomenal. With the pointy shins and rounded forearms and triangular torso, he's just so satisfying to look at. And don't get me started on the colours. The brilliant sky blue and the deep mud red, and some silver here and there, although the thighs do look a bit bare. I can't believe how Hasbro managed to take an average at best cartoon design and make such a handsome robot out of it. And that head sculpt is awesome. It's super clean and crisp with the blue helmet and the silver face and head fin. It's just so clean. This whole robot mode is. Especially with all the extra greebling and sculpting really adding some depth to this already awesome figure. Some not so clean parts are all this kibble on the back. I mean, the entire front third of the alt mode is just hanging out there. It wouldn't be so bad if it didn't have that extra panel sticking out even further. And then you've got the fins, which don't really do anything, they just hang there, which is a bit of an eyesore. His articulation is pretty standard for a Legacy figure, with his ball-jointed head, his waist swivel, and ankle pivots, although there's no wrist swivels, which is quite disappointing, Hasbro. For accessories, Devcon comes with his gun, which is a very nice G1 looking blaster, and is cast in blue plastic and painted silver, which is appreciated. He also has these two bits, which are the engines in the alt mode, and can be stored in a couple of places on the back, but I prefer to put them on the back of the legs. You can also put them on his hands for some dual hair drying action. And yes, it is technically a bit of part swilling, but it could be a lot worse. For size comparisons, here's Legacy Devcon with Age of the Primes Excellion, Earthrise Smokescreen, Legacy Point Blank, and SS86 Scavenger. So overall, an absolute stunner of a robot mode. And I can't believe that he's a retool of the not-so-great SS86 Blur, as that figure wasn't the best, and Devcon blows that thing out of the water. Transformation is simple, like very simple. Just fold up the backpack, collapse the legs and peg in the arms and you're done. And what you're left with is a very nice little, I'm not really sure what this mode is. Is it a jet? Hovercar? Spaceship? Dunno. But no matter, because this is a very accurate representation of the cartoon model. It's super sleek and covered in detailed greeblies. It's all cast in the sky blue with bits of red popping all along the vehicle. Some silver highlights on the wings, the center and the main cannon on the front. Speaking of which, for weapon storage, you can place the main gun underneath the nose, and the two engine pieces can store on the back of the vehicle. And they do have to be swapped around in a bit of parts forming. The underneath of this vehicle is quite a mess with all the waffling and hollowness and the feet that just hang out down there. But in its defense, who displays their figures upside down? One problem though is the arms and how, well, they're just there, and they don't really make any effort to cover them up. But at least they bothered to switch out the hands and give them some neat little thrusters, albeit unpainted. For size comparisons, here's Legacy Devcon with Age of the Primes Excellion, Earthrise Smokescreen, Legacy Point Blank, and SS86 Scavenger. So overall, Legacy Evolution Devcon is a really surprising figure, considering that this was originally the SS86 Blur mold, which was an interesting figure to say the least. And despite that, this figure is really good. Not mind-blowing, but definitely underrated. Even I was a little like, who cares when seeing the initial renders, but getting him in hand, it's really something, with the popping colours and amazing details and just overall great feel. I'd definitely recommend this figure to G1 fans, and just fans of fun figures in general. So I've been Bill, these are the bots. Till next time, Have a good one.